fundraising time, and you are an important guest. And so I want to talk to you free world people a little bit. You're not going to be able to find a radio station that's going to carry this show anywhere in these United States. And that's why our internet listenership is one of the highest on the radio station. I got you people listening all over the world. And my name is Ray Hill, and I am the old co-founder of the radio station and co-founder of the prison show. I did it for 32 years. And they got so sick of me that they literally did not miss me when I left. They were so busy wiping their brows and say, we don't have to sweat that old SOB anymore.
Well, that ain't exactly how it happened, but
well, pretty close, pretty close. But I'm coming back tonight because I want to impress upon you. I want you to get your heart right. Seriously, it's time for you to get your heart right. Now, we usually get a letter from a couple of convicts in there that's got some money on the books, and so they send us a little TDC check. We'll cash them checks.
Yep.
But we don't expect much from them because they ain't got nothing. But from you free world people, it's a little different thing. And I know a lot of you are listening in to talk to Rodney tonight.
Yep.
Rodney's got people all over the country and all over the world listening intently, and there's some of them going to be calling in.
John Henry, too.
Yeah, John Henry's getting a good bit of business. The next one up to be executed is a personal friend of mine. And Robert Pruitt, I visited him Wednesday. And then I spent a good bit of time with his lawyer because we may have to do an execution watch show for Robert. And I don't want that to happen. Mm-hmm. And as a matter of fact, when it gets through happening, I'm going to be a wreck because Robert and I, over the course of our correspondence, have become good friends. And Robert, if you're listening, I'm sure you're listening.
And that's over years.
Oh, yes. I've interviewed him 5 times. Robert, I talked to David Dow, and he and I, he bought my coffee, so we had a good time. I'll work for coffee or food or even a smile.
I've seen him with the sign, folks. It says, we'll work for coffee.
And so what I want you folks out there in the free world to do is I want you to get your heart right tonight, and I want you to either go to the website, and a lot of you are listening on the website, and if you're listening on the website, there is the tip jar right there on the front page. You can listen and communicate with the tip jar, and I want you to give us something.
And it's secure.
It's secure. We need the money to not to protect it. And KPFT is going through some hard times. We've done that before, and we've survived. But the only way we can survive is for you to get your heart right. This is a rare opportunity to listen to the radio that was designed to communicate with inmates and guards, people that live in that society, and communicate with people that love those people. Nobody else has a possibility. What are they going to do? Get ramen noodles to be the advertiser? They can't advertise tobacco anymore because
we might take a sponsor. Ramen, if you're listening.
We would take a grant and mention your name.
Heck yeah.
Okay, but
once a year.
But we really do need, and we deserve. KPFT does a lot of things for a lot of people, and we deserve that support. Now, when you give to the station, that money doesn't come to anybody that's actually doing work on the prison shop. We're all volunteers. That's the way that has always been. But it goes to the operation, the station that gives us the freedom to do what we do on the air.
Keep the lights on, flush the toilets, get a drink of water now and then.
Yeah. We don't have a maintenance bookkeeper on the KPFT unit.
No.
Yeah, I got somebody to fix your toilet when it breaks, or open and close your doors.
I've unclogged it here before.
Yeah. But no, I'm serious as a heart attack, folks. We need and we deserve your support. And so if you're not listening on the internet somewhere on the other side of the world, and you can reach over and pick up the telephone, the number to call is 713-526-4000. 713-526-4000.
And we'd appreciate you keeping that lit
and
up all night.
I'm sitting here looking at the phone. I can see the phone. It's got the lights on. Ain't nothing blinking. The phone's not even waving. So I want somebody who cares enough about what the prison show does to get up and go to the telephone and call 713-526-4000 so that I at least know that you're hearing what I've got to say, and make that happen. This station depends on listener support to stay on the air. So if you like what the prison show, if you like the labor show before us, because I'm an old labor goon, I dig some of that. And I was real glad whenever we got neighbors with from the labor movement on to the prison show. Because really there ain't but one picket line. It starts way over yonder somewhere, and the women catch in, and then the blacks and the Hispanics and the labor folks and the gay folks and the convicts.
And the line runs right past the prison.
Yeah, it runs past prisons every day. And thank you very much for that call. I see that light blinking. And I want you to know that I got it. You called in to support this radio show. Now, when somebody out in the lobby gets it together and answers the phone, we'll be in business. And so thank you very much for calling in. See that light blinking out there? Yeah. Tell somebody to get that, David.
She's after it.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Somebody got it. And so the
Danny Allen's out there.
Okay, so here's the deal. Thank you very much for calling, and thank you very much for your support to the radio station. Every one of you are precious to me. Every one of you. And I don't do this show. I'm not bothering these people in this studio during this time of the day. I am here every time Texas killed somebody. And I hope I never do another radio show, because I hope nobody ever gets executed.
If that's
again.
the case, amen.
That's been my hope and dream. And if you've been listening to that show, David, did you know that Execution Watch videos on YouTube get 70 and 80,000 hits a year?
No, I didn't know that.
Because killing people is such an anachronistic activity. They don't do it anywhere else in the civilized world. And so people watch that to make sure it's true. And you know the message I get after interviewing a death row inmate and they actually execute them, and that winds up on my website? Their mothers call me and say, thank you for the laughter. Because a mother visiting her son on death row don't get a lot of laughter.
For years at a time.
And so an old ex-convict, Ray Hill, goes up and gets on the other side of the glass, and what do? We bond like a couple of old ex-convicts, and we find something to laugh about, even though we can both hear echoes of the clock ticking on the wall behind us, because their time on this earth is very limited, and we take the time to find something to laugh about. And that's not easy on me, Hank.
No, it's not.
It's not easy on me, because I used to come in here and do Execution Watch about somebody whose name was on a piece of paper.
How many trips have you made up there?
Oh, I'm up there 10 or 12 times a year, interviewing death row inmates in line to be killed.
Over umpteen years.
Oh, over umpteen years. I've been a lot more than that, because I go up there on recovery and all of that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But let me tell you, don't give to this station for what I do. Give to this station because you need these voices. Give to this station because you need to hear your loved one in prison talk to. And let me tell you, you convicts, I'm on to you, boys. I'm hip to it. You ain't got nobody calling in, so you adopt a voice that somebody else has got coming in, and suddenly that's your voice.
We pick up all hitchhikers.
Yeah, and welcome to it.
Yeah.
Those voices are, in fact, for you. All right? Don't lose sight of that. So, it looks like Ray Hill's got his mouth open. They're taking pictures in here.
This show really is for all 143, 144,000, whatever it is.
Plus
at
the
moment.
guards.
Plus the guards. Plus the families.
Yeah. And so, look, what's it to you? 713-526-4000. Somebody's out there taking a pledge on one line. We got 4 more lines. Give us a call and give some money to KPFT. Some of you can afford to be very generous. Well, if you can afford that, thank you. We welcome. Appreciate you doing that with our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
For some of you, it may be a struggle and you can only throw in a few bucks. Well, you know the story about the widow's
mite.
The widow's penny in the club. Don't forget that.
Yep.
It works just as well for you. But we got to keep this station on the air. We got to keep these voices flowing. And I'm going to get out of here because I'm going to go get some rest. And all you guys down there that are listening, I'm still Uncle Ray, and I still love you. And I don't have as much energy as I used to have, but I've been on your side all these years.
Thank you so much, Ray, for coming by. Now, you guys heard Ray, and Ray's not lying. We provide a service here at KPFT, at the prison show, that no one else provides. And I know there are other shout-out programs, but you just can't find listener-sponsored radio. All the other programs are going to have the advertising. They got all the music going on. And we bring you a service because if you don't know where to go get your ID card when you get out, if you don't know how to stay sober whenever you get out, if you don't know how to stay out, that was my problem. I used to listen to KPFT because there were convicts on the air that had been there for years and years and years, and they had something I wanted, and that was freedom.
And if you need a job, I ain't no walking, talking miracle, but I did job development for ex-cons for a long time.
Man, I was interviewing people 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, look at here.
I just hired some guys. So, I mean, I'm not bragging or nothing, but there are jobs out here. Economy's booming right now, but we get people on here. Michael Arbor's fixing to be on here in a little while. We've had the Goodwill comes on here and talks about job programs.
That's 3 ex-cons right there, here tonight.
The
That all
Veterans
had
Administration right now is doing stand down with all the homeless veterans.
Yeah.
And Danny Sneed will be on next week. So this is just a service you
Hell,
guys
that's
get.
4.
713-526-4000. You guys call in. Now, I was just talking with, I guess it was a JPay between one of the inmates the other day, and we were talking about, man, we do this for free. I really don't, and I don't want to sound negative whenever I say it, but I really don't want your money, but KPFT needs your money. I don't want you paying me. I don't want you paying my bills. I do this because I'm giving back. But at the same time, KPFT, like Hank said, has got to pay the bills. We got to pay the lights. Right, Miss Linda?
That's right.
Now, we do have some incentives. And I know KPFT's been giving incentives all day and all week. And
Art.
Yeah, that's for the art. I've been in there taking pictures. I'm going to post a bunch of pictures on our Facebook page. I know you convicts down there, you can't see the pictures on your Facebook page, but your families can. Man, Will Spears drew some pictures. Who else, Miss Linda? Franklin Davis, Rolando Ruiz, Stephen Long.
Yes, Rolando's already been executed, but he left some of his artwork with Will Spear. So Will gave it to me, and I brought it here.
So we've got quite a bit of artwork. I'm going to post on Facebook. I think you need to make a pledge. I think the smaller ones are worth at least $30, and the larger ones are worth, what do you think, Miss Linda? The larger ones, at least $50 to $75 a piece?
I think so, yeah.
And since it's a pledge, I mean, we're not going to just say you have to pay this amount or whatever. Call us up and pledge us. Make us an offer. And we'll tell us which one you want. I'll post the pictures
When they're
out there.
posted, that'll be a good
That's
deal.
right.
Yeah.
And it'll be kind of like a silent auction thing because you're making the donation, so just keep in mind where they come from and what it's going for. We've also got Prison Show t-shirts. I don't think we have every size that's in the book, but tell us what size you got, and we'll let you know if we've got it. Dee Dee knows what sizes. I think the Prison Show t-shirt, we've always said $50 on a t-shirt, and it's $25 minimum for pledge for membership here at KPFT.
Yeah, you can become a voting member of Pacifica and KPFT at the $25 level. Yeah.
But we really don't care. I'm just going to be straight up with you.
Your $5 looks better to us, too.
Hank and Ray was talking about the widow's mite. If you know the story, the reason why her penny was so expensive and how much it cost for her is because of her lifestyle. Her
is everything she had.
That's all she had. But now I work for a man who money just don't mean nothing to him, and it ain't nothing. He just reach in his pocket, and all of a sudden you see he's got $4,000 or $5,000. So I mean, if you can afford $1,000 or $10,000, then by all means, 713-526-4000.
We
but
need
if all
your
you
help.
got's $5, you know what? And we were talking earlier today. Somebody might only have $2 or $3, but you know, $2 or $3 a week, $2 times 52, there's $104 right there.
Now, if you want to go on the tip jar, you have to go to kpft.org. On the Facebook page, if you go on the KPFT Facebook page, it says join. You click join and it takes you to the safe link. And that works like a champ. It's pretty easy. So anybody listening overseas or around the country or anything online, that's the easiest way for you to do it. You're already there.
I'm afraid Jamani Montague got Central Time and her time mixed up.
Oh.
She didn't get to call in, but Miss Carolyn is on the line.
Well,
we've still got about 3 more minutes for people to call in. I'm not going to rush. I know Miss Carolyn's on there, but we still got 3 more minutes for Jamani's time. For those of you guys that don't know who Jamani Montague is, she does a lot of work for you with the IWW, with Roots.com.
Roots Action, yeah.
RootsAction.com. Hey, Mike's got a handful of dollars in there. He's fixing to fill out his pledge form. I just saw him doing that. A whole bunch of 20.
Fill it out neatly and completely.
Yeah,
I mean completely.
So we can get it put on the...
We got a new system, folks.
Jamani's really blessed because what she did is she's only 21 years old, guys, but she gets out there and she advocates for you guys. She goes into the prisons where she lives at, and she teaches computer basic classes, I guess is what it was. Dee Dee and I was reading all about her. There's a big article, and we put it on our Facebook page. She took a college course in the prison, and that's what her daddy was locked up, and so all her life she was spending the weekends going back and forth to the prison to visit her daddy. And she says that doing things for the inmates and teaching classes in the prisons and things like that lets her know her daddy more and more every time she goes into prison.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She got a scholarship. They're going to Emory. And
Environmental sciences.
Yeah, what she wants to study is about prisons and minorities who are experiencing, like you guys that were going through the floods there after Harvey. She wants you to write into her. And I don't have her address. She's supposed to be in here. Hopefully she'll text me here in a little bit. I think she's got her Central Time and Pacific Time mixed up. So I'll get a hold of her on Facebook, and we'll at least get the address out there so that you guys can write her. Those of you that were transferred and had to stay in the gym, those of you who got caught up in the floods and whatnot, she wants to hear from you. So I will get an address, and we'll broadcast that address out.
All right, we apparently have a glitch on the tip jar thing. I'm going to look it up right now.
Okay. What about the text thing? Can we still text KPFT?
Yes, as far as I know, that's still up and running.
Well, what we asked you to do whenever you did text KPFT to 41444, but after the KPFT put TPS, so that way we know that your donation was for the prison show.
Yeah, just leave a space and put that in there.
But just text your pledges to 41444. It says text KPFT to 41444. And
now,
click donate link, and it'll take you. I guess it takes you over to the pretty much like the tip jar.
Yeah, it's a
link
regular,
to a website.
Yeah, it's a regular pledge thing. Yeah. Now, well, it's taking a minute to come up.
The tip jar.
Yeah, actually, our website's taking a minute to come up.
Okay. Well, we got another caller. So once again, I'm going to remind you, 713-526-4000. That's the pledge line. Y'all, please pledge. We do have some books. I was trying to remember all the books that I got. I got some books at home. I think I still have the Jorge Renault book. I've got the Death Row Yogi, and we've got Dean Becker's book. So,
yeah, Dean Becker, who does 420 Drug War News and Cultural Baggage After Us.
Cultural Baggage will be after us. I got a copy of his book. So if you guys, I'm going to do the same thing. I think that I think they're worth about $50 a pop. But just go ahead and make us an offer. It is a pledge line. So just call us up and make a donation. Tell us, hey, I want Dean Becker's book, or I want Jorge Renault's book, or whatever. Death Row Yogi. David Atwood donated Death Row Yogi to us, so we've got one of those.
When you pledge, this show gets the credit for that pledge coming into the station. It's one of the ways they gauge, the success of a show. And,
there you go.
Oh, well, we want to thank Donna for a generous pledge. Thank you, Donna. And folks, we encourage everybody else to get involved and do the same.
So, like we said, remember that you may not have a bunch, but if you've got $5 and you can say you want to do $5 a month, so 5 times 12, there's $72 that we would actually get credit for. So please remember that. And 713-526-4000. Jack, you've been parking all them cars, man. You can afford $20, right?
Yeah.
$20 a car. So I mean, $20 adds up at $20 a month. Boy, we'd be rolling $240 there.
Yep.
And
I'll tell you what, if we can get 4 people to call in and do $20 a month, we'll meet our goal tonight.
that would be it. So 713-526-4000. Dee Dee's talking about T-shirts again. She needs to let me know what kind of sizes we got, and we can do the T-shirts. We can.
Well,
we can match. How much, Dee Dee? How much you want to match? $100. So the first caller. I see the line lighting up out there. Hopefully that's the first caller.
There we go.
First caller at $100. DDK said that she'll match it. So there you go. 713-526-4000. Can you match $100?
Can you match
Linda's
it?
phone's ringing.
Hey, now.
Let's see what Miss Carolyn's got to say.
Well, Miss Carolyn, how you doing?
I'm doing well. And you guys sound like you're doing pretty good.
Well, we're doing real good.
Still up here in the Great Northwest, waiting to get back in Texas, and hopefully in maybe 2 to 3 months I should be back there permanently. So I can't wait to do that, and then I can come see you all. But things still keep clicking along with the Prisoners Family Conference and all the activities that we're doing, especially with regard to advocacy. And right now we're working on developing fact sheets for youth when we go out in public to advocate on behalf of prisoners and their loved ones. So I want to kind of clarify that. Our goal, even though we do go out and do advocacy ourselves on behalf of those people that we're concerned about or some of the issues that we have you're concerned about, we are also trying to help people be self-advocates. One of the most important things is to be able to speak out for yourself. So we create a number of resources, and one of them that we worked on really hard right at the beginning when we formed Advocacy in Action Coalition was the white paper. And the white paper really gives us validity. It really explains why we need to advocate on our behalf. And the fact sheets that we're coming out with now, one of them, the one that I'm specifically working on with is regard to mental health. And one of our members came up with he made a comment one time that the prison environment is so unhealthy, it's unhealthy for anybody who's in there, including staff. And so what we're working on is a paper that will explain that environment does not help people that work there any more than it helps the inmates that have to live there 24/7. So once those papers are finished, once we complete these fact sheets, we will talk about why we need to have a healthier environment within our prison, an environment that actually provides support and encouragement and treats people with humanity. One of the things that I really like about these fact sheets is they'll also tell people out here in the community, people, our legislators, and others that we use advocacy sheets with, it will also tell what will happen if we don't make any changes. So right now we're trying to work on changing our perspective because we see that, for example, the mental health issue that I'm just now talking about, the way the culture is within the prisons, it's set up as an us versus them mentality. And that goes both ways. It goes that way for the staff as well as it does for the inmates. And so you're always having tension, and it's constantly tense. And that is not a healthy environment for anybody to work in, let alone live in. And if we can help our legislators see that, if we can help prison officials see that, one of the things that needs to change is how officials train people who work in prison to have a different kind of attitude. And if we can little by little change things, we will actually reduce recidivism rates, we'll have less mental health problems, and because everything that happens in there affects families outside, both for the staff and for the inmates. It trickles, it's a kind of a trickle down or ripple effect. and that ripple effect actually is detrimental to families and to our communities. So, and the other paper that we're working on right now is a fact sheet for prison visitation. I don't know, I even hesitate to say this out loud on the radio, but many states and certainly jails are going to a video-only visitation, and people are misunderstanding and thinking, oh, that's great, well, I can sit home and talk to my loved one in prison or jail on a Skype visit. That's not what video visitation is. And we really need to get it across that we have to advocate against this video visitation, because what it's intended to do is to eliminate in-person visitation. And video visitation actually requires the family member, the loved one, the friend, to travel to the jail, to the prison, to actually visit with their loved one
Turn your phone
on
down.
an electronic machine. So you never actually see the person who's incarcerated. You're talking to a machine. We're very opposed to that. It's not healthy for anybody, and our special concern is for children prisoners who have to go to a prison and then talk on a machine to a person that they say their father or their mother, but they can't even look into their eyes. They can't touch one another. They can't hug. The way the videos are set up, actually the camera focuses on the top of the person's head. And so you don't have eye-to-eye contact. We actually put a blip of that, a little notice of that, because we think it's so important for people to understand in our documentary, Faces of Mass Incarceration documentary that we're also using as an advocacy tool. So that's one of the things that we're working on right now. One of the things I do want to get in, because I know time is short, we got things going on, is that we will soon be putting out the notice that the writing and fine art competition for the conference is coming up. This year there will be a theme for the writing competition. This is our 10th anniversary. And we want to do something kind of special. So the writing will be about how incarceration has affected families and communities. And it can be personal. And when people send these in, anybody can participate. Even community people who recognize that incarceration is affecting their communities are welcome to submit writing. And we want to document these things. We're going to be submitting them to magazines that are relevant and to sort of education papers through universities, because we want to spread the word that incarceration is, in the form that it is right now, is not as helpful as it could be. I'm trying to be politically correct as I say that, because it's actually detrimental to families and to our community. And so we also will be having our art competition. This is a fine art competition. Drawings, any media is welcome, preferably smaller drawings. And I'll soon be having the actual size. I think about 18 or 24 inches square is the largest that we can handle. But we also are looking for crafts. So any kind of like leatherwork, woodwork. We're also welcoming that kind of submission. There will be prizes for each category. Those are cash prizes. And I can give you an address, and you can send for, and probably it'll be a month before we actually have the forms all printed up. But it will be Post Office Box 343, and that's in Vancouver, Washington. And the zip code here is 98666. So we haven't stopped. We're still doing everything that we've been doing.
Oh, what's the zip code again?
And so that's about it for now, though.
What's your zip code again, Carolyn?
Yes, that I have. Excuse me. Are you guys there?
Yes, we are. Can you repeat the address again?
Sure. Excuse me. It's Prisoners Family Conference, and it's post office box, obviously, 343, and that's in Vancouver, Washington. That's VANCOUVER, Washington 98666.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Carolyn Esparza, thank you again.
Sure.
And you'll.
Always a pleasure.
Well, it's our pleasure having you. You're doing a lot of great work out there, and trying to make the world more aware and bring them together on this issue.
Absolutely, and that's our whole focus, is to spread the word way beyond the choir that we preach to all the time. So we want the community to be very aware of how they're being affected by what's going on within our prisons.
And paying for it.
And, absolutely, and paying for it.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, just let me put in the pitch and just say that as a nonprofit agency, I know how important it is for people out there to support. And I think a lot of times people think $5 isn't enough to give, and that's all they've got to give. Give the $5, because every penny counts when you're a nonprofit. And that's what your public radio station is there. And so you need to support it. If you listen to it, support it.
Exactly.
It won't be there tomorrow.
Well, Carolyn, thank you so much for coming on again. We'll have you back next time. And
Great.
I hope, I don't know, I hear a little coughing going on there and everything. I hope you're all right.
That's okay. It was from all my traveling around just recently. And,
oh, yeah,
and the
sinuses
weather
and everything.
Here.
Allergies.
Yeah, so, okay.
Okay.
Everything's well. Y'all take care.
Have a wonderful weekend.
You too.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Now we're going directly to Michael Arbor.
Hello, guys.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I kind of got the sniffles like her, but I'll make it through.
Sinusy?
Sinusy, yeah, and I also got a flu shot knowing that I had the sinus thing going on, so I'm dealing with that a little bit too.
All right.
But
well, what do you got for us tonight?
As far as SO business, the biggest thing that was in the story dealing with SOs had to do with the hurricane in Florida.
Right.
Because they would not let SOs into the shelters. And that caused a big debacle within the Florida agency, because the shelters wouldn't let the SOs in. They were telling the SOs to go to jails. But the jails, if you were not on paper or anything like that, the jails wouldn't let them in. So literally, they were stuck in a situation where they
can't get no shelter.
They can't get any shelter. So that created a big debacle, and that's being kind of talked about now.
Does Florida not have a registration system?
Yes, they have a registration system.
So how would the jails not be able to know?
Well, the problem that the jails have is bringing people in that haven't been formally charged, and you're literally mixing convicts with what's considered regular citizens. So the jails didn't want to accept them.
It's a hurricane. Move people all down this way and put these guys in a separate unit. They've got separate units.
And it caused a real
not
big
rocket science.
It caused a big uproar. So hopefully they'll come up with some type of remedy. But once again, and that's why I emphasize with the guys that's getting out about character. Once again, it was the good sex offenders that brought this to light. Men that had women and children. This man is like, my wife and kids can go to the shelter, but I can't. So his wife is frantic because her husband has had to spend.
The kids are upset.
Yeah.
Mom's upset.
He literally had to spin the hurricane in his SUV because he had nowhere else to go. So guys,
thank God he had an SUV even.
So guys, a lot of you complain about Texas and the stuff that you have to go through here in Texas, but what a lot of you don't realize is that Texas is one of the more lenient states.
when it comes to these things.
When it comes to these type of things. For example, I had to evacuate my home during a hurricane. Thank God it wasn't flooded, you know. But I had to leave because the water had made it all the way up to my porch. And my family's concern was that it was going to come into my house and I was going to get stuck there at nighttime. What I can say about Texas is I wasn't harassed in any way. I filled out the form. I was honest. When they asked if I was on any state registry, I put yes. I know they saw it. They were not following me around, stalking me, but at the same time, I wasn't giving them any reason to do that.
Right.
They treated me with respect and dignity just like everybody else.
It's like they say all over the place, attitude is everything.
But just like with any other state, all it would have taken is for one person in one of those places to do something stupid to cause that type of harm.
Make a complaint, any kind of weirdness, yeah.
And that's why I stress character so strong. You know, I mean, it's not easy out here. And
for anybody. And an SO has an additional issue that most folks don't have to deal with. So that really requires, like as in your case, we see you, you know, time in and time out, time in and time out, and every time you comport yourself in the same proper manner. And I'm sure that's how you go about your life every day.
And it is. And like I said, just like anybody, I have my hang-ups. I'm not perfect. I have my temptations and issues that I have to deal with. But the thing is, deal with them. You know, I have stressors. When stressors are going to come, and, you know, being an SO and have gone through that, when stressors come, your mind will try to go back to the thing that it's familiar with. But what you have to do is put stopgaps in and find something in your life that's more valuable to you than that. You know, I think about my family. I think about everything that's gone through. I think about, you know, my Lord and Savior and where he's brought me through. And I just think, and I think about all of these guys, and I think about the next man that's coming out. And I realize that I am a reflection of everybody that's sitting in that place. It may not look at it, you know, they may not, but people, when they hear about sex offenders, you know, I want them to think about me and think about me in a nice night, and not think about, oh, yeah, like that one that lives over there.
Right.
You know, and now we have some that give a bad example, but the good thing is the ones that give the good example outlive the ones that give the bad.
Yeah.
And it's difficult. Like a lot of you guys write me about halfway houses, and, you know, I've checked into it. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of halfway houses that don't, not just for sex offenders, but for a lot of guys that don't, especially with the economy the way it is, that do not, that will let you in for free. You know, so most of them require a deposit, and if you don't have a deposit, it's really difficult to find a halfway house that will accept you, you know, without some type of deposit. So a lot of you that are paroling will more than likely, if you don't have nowhere to go to, will be regulated to a state halfway house, unless you can find someone. Now, a lot of them would take as little as a weekly deposit, you know, something to get you out. Because if you can get out, instead of trying to get the whole shebang, if you can find somebody that'll pay your first week's rent $100, if you get out and you have nowhere else to go once you get out, a lot of times the parole officer will send you then to a state halfway house. So some of you who have someone, or if you got somebody that sends you $20 worth of commissary a month and you're about to be paroled, save that $20 up and you can pay your own fees, because you can actually request a check from Huntsville and have it sent out. Those of you who do get that little bit of money.
Yeah, you got it on your books. They can do that for you.
And I also want to talk to you. I've heard I've been dealing with a lot of concerns out here about jobs. And I bought a camcorder. I just got to get everything ready to set it up, and I'm going to do a video on, you know, finding jobs and what has helped me. But what I would like you guys to understand, while you are in prison, especially those of you who have some time to do, find something. Prison, where you are, is probably one of the best training places you can be right now. Find something in that place, something legal, guys, that you enjoy doing, and get as much training in that as you can. You know, one of the things that I did was one of my old laundry captains gave me permission to use him as a reference. So I had the job actually call the unit and ask for that lieutenant, and that lieutenant actually gave me a job reference. You know, opportunities abound, and you can reinvent yourself. You don't have to wait till you get out. You can reinvent yourself in prison. Like I've said numerous times, my second full-time job I got, they hired me because I had been a laundry clerk in prison. And I knew warehouse systems, and I realized that you have countless guys that's worked in mattress and furniture factory. They're hiring them like crazy. Houston, not just Houston, but Texas, is probably one of the most felon-friendly places you can be. But
in spite of all the bad press.
In spite of all the bad press.
Yep.
You know, that's the other thing. Quit listening to the media. The media is lying to you. It's not as, people don't look at you. There's so many of us walking around and in the workforce here that they don't look at you that way. Now, yes, they have to be concerned, especially if you have an offense against an adult. Yes, they do have to be concerned because you have a lot of women that work there. Mm-hmm. And once again, it goes back to character. If you have an offense against a female, you can't go into a job trying to be a Mac Daddy because they're going to be offended by that. You know, it goes down to you. How you conduct yourself, how you present yourself will be the ultimate key to your success out here. You know, I've been in between jobs. Like this week, I had to actually walk away from a job. First time I've ever had to do that because the job the responsibilities were greater than my ability. But I recognized that, and when the supervisor asked me about it, I was honest with her. Even knowing that it was going to cost me my job because I would rather maintain that good relationship. She gave me a good reference. Even though they separated me from my job, she allowed me to keep my unemployment. All of that because of the character that she recognized in me as an individual.
If you're out there, you got to let that Mac Daddy stuff go anyway.
Yes.
Period. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Second thing is, when you're out job searching, don't rule things out. Let the job tell you no. You can run around and say no to yourself about things and not even go out and make the effort.
And like I said, when you get out, remember this. If you don't remember anything that I say, finding a full-time job is a full-time job. You can't look for an hour a day and expect to find a job. When I'm in between jobs, I spend 13 to 14 hours a day on my computer going somewhere on interviews.
That's what we were talking about before. When you're looking for a job, that's your full-time job right there. And 60, 70 hours a week is what you need to be working.
And you will find one.
Yep.
You know, you have too many of us out here that are successes for failure to be an option.
You did it. I did it. David did it. Shoot, half our guests did it.
And in no wise, prison shouldn't even be in your vocabulary when you get out. There is nothing worth me going back. You know, if somebody slapped my mama, I'm calling the police. I mean,
exactly.
That's how serious you have to be in your mindset.
You can be a regular citizen, but you got to be a regular citizen.
Yes, and the police are not looking at all those lies you hear circulating around in there. If you conduct yourself as a good citizen, they'll treat you like one. You act like an idiot, you're going to get treated like one.
Amen. Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, we got a couple of people we need to thank here. We have one, we got several, actually. Hallelujah. Oh, thank you, Uncle Ray, for coming and getting us started off on the right foot pitching. Hey, now. Okay. Well, we got Billy made us a nice pledge. We've got, let me see. Adriana made us a nice pledge. We got another nice pledge from Miss Anonymous. And then we got Janice gave us a nice pledge. Oh, well, we're on our way, folks. Now, we need about, let me see, what is this? This is 4 pledges. We need about 8 more, and we'll have our goal. Folks, get on that phone, 713-526-4000. The truth of the matter is, the only reason this show is on the air is because people call in and make these pledges. That's the only reason this show is still on the air. So this station, it's the only reason the station is on the air. And we've got to do our part on this show in order to stay on the air.
Right.
Yes, we do.
Yes, exactly.
They give us a goal for the program. And by not making our goal anytime, that reflects badly on us. It's not that they, don't recognize the value of the show, but It costs about, last time I figured, it's about $16,000 a year with a couple of holiday shows and our regular Friday night shows, just to put this show on there, because it's about $150 an hour. Now we may, with all the changes and some of the cuts and stuff we've made, we might be doing it for $140 an hour now, which might put us down to $15.5 or something.
Not that much of a difference.
It's not that much of a difference. We got to come up with some money. That's why we come after you 4 times a year, asking for you, if this is important to you, to step out on a limb, put out a little money. We all do. We're all people that donate.
Yes, we are.
And on top of volunteering, on top of spending many hours doing things like visiting, doing things like fundraisers, I come in and answer phones and pitch for other shows, different things like that. Everybody comes out and volunteers when we have events. It's a team effort. You're part of the team. You really are part of the team. You fellas in there are part of the team. You moms and kids out there are part of the team. It's important. So you got to call 713-526-4000 and make a pledge. And if you're calling in tonight and you want to make a pledge, just let them know and then call the 4000 line.
And Dee Dee's waiting like right now with her $100 pledge she's going to match if we get another $100 donation.
That's right. She is waiting.
Yeah, she's
Folks,
waiting.
We're just about a tiny bit over halfway right now. So if we can get, like several more of these, a couple of those are pretty good pledges,
Yes.
So,
Yes, they were.
so if we can get a few more like that, we'll make it. We'll make it. And if we have a little extra, it helps us towards next week.
That's right.
And you can pledge online. Now, don't trust me everything I say about this online deal, because apparently the tip jar does not show up if you do it on your cell phone. So you either need to do it from a computer where you can see the tip jar, or on your cell phone you need to click in the upper right hand corner where the little 3 bars are and go to where it says support, and then go to where it says sustainer. It's a rigmarole.
Yeah.
We haven't got this perfected. We're poor folks. We can't afford big time software engineers to do these things for us. We got a couple of guys that get paid little bitty part-time money and work many long hours for that little bitty money. But make a pledge, please. 713-526-4000 is the simplest way for us right now.
Okay, and I snuck in the back.
Uh-oh.
And Linda and I are here to give some news to Texas Death Row. So good evening, guys. As of today, the execution schedule still stands. Robert Pruitt, scheduled for October the 12th. Anthony Shore, October the 18th. Clinton Young, October the 26th. Ruben Cardenas, November the 8th. Larry Swearingen, November the 16th. Juan Castillo, December the 14th. And William Rayford, January the 20th. A couple of big items this week. Dwayne Buck was given a life in prison with parole sentence. The current district attorney, Kim Ogg, stated it was important to keep Buck behind bars for the rest of his life. According to the Houston Chronicle, Kim Ogg offered Buck the opportunity to admit guilt to 2 additional counts of attempted murder instead of going to trial, in the hopes of stacking the deck when the parole board reviews his case in 2035. We wish only the best for Dwayne Buck and his family. Congratulations on not going back to Polinsky. Another good news, Stephen Long. The Supreme Court has remanded your case to the Fifth Circuit for further consideration in light of Moore versus Texas. Stephen had an execution date scheduled for August 30th, but it was stayed by the CCA. Stephen, we will keep an eye on your docket sheet for you, and Miss Linda will probably let you know. Hector Medina, the CCA, on October 4th, granted you a new punishment hearing. They agreed with a Dallas County state judge and found that your trial attorneys were deficient for failing to present a case during the punishment phase of your trial. I think it's interesting. The trial attorney used this as a tool to ensure relief down the road, and she has publicly admitted that also. It's been in the news. In other news, the Supreme Court did deny Robert Pruitt, who, as I stated, has an execution date coming up next week on October the 12th. They also denied Anthony Shore, whose execution date is October the 18th. In addition to that, they denied Jaime Cole, Garcia White, and Kwame Rockwell. Obie Weathers, Thomas Whitaker, Jeffrey Wood, your petitions were distributed for conference at the Supreme Court today, October the 6th. Troy Clark, your petition will be distributed for conference on October 13th at the Supreme Court. And Carlos Ayestas, I think I'm pronouncing your name right, your case is still set for argument with the Supreme Court on Monday, October 30th. We will keep you updated. Clinton Young, as I'm sure you know, a hearing is set for October 16th in Midland County that will allow parties to present documents and witnesses' testimony and hear counsel arguments. The motion submitted stated to withdraw or modify the execution date. We wish you only the best of luck, Clinton. Cedric Ricks, the CCA on October 4th upheld your conviction and affirmed the judgment of the trial court. The CCA also denied Robert Pruitt. However, it is my understanding that he still has some things pending in the court, so there's still some things going. Robert Fratta, the United States District Judge Melinda Harmon denied your petition and dismissed your case with prejudice. Randall Mays, the court has ruled you are competent to be executed pursuant to TCCP Article 46.5 and the guidelines set forth in Panetti and Battaglia. I think it's important to point out the court considered over 130 pages of writing by Mr. Mays while on death row to family members and friends. In addition, the court also mentioned it was able to observe the defendant's interaction with his counsel throughout the time of the hearings, which were a total of 3 days. So the court was actually looking at his letters going back and forth to family and friends and took that into consideration.
And behavior in court.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Randy Halpern, the document you sent your judge hit your docket sheet on October 4th. That's just an FYI. And Kasul, the document you sent your judge hit your docket sheet on October 3rd. That's just an FYI. On a side note, guys, just remember we are not attorneys and we are not offering legal advice, but if anyone would like a copy of their filings or rulings, please let us know. We'll be more than happy to get that for you. And I think Miss Linda has some.
I've got some news too. This Tuesday, October the 10th, Rodney Reed, along with family, friends, and supporters, will be in Bastrop County District Court for a 4-day hearing to address questions surrounding a statement made during CNN's Death Row Stories. This hearing will deal with testimony that cast doubt on the whereabouts of Jimmy Fennell. Jimmy Fennell has long been thought of as an alternative suspect in the murder of Stacy Stites, which at the time of her murder was his fiancée. At this time, it appears that Fennell will be called to testify along with other witnesses.
Live-in fiance.
Live-in fiancé, yes.
And they didn't search the last place she was seen alive, which was the apartment.
Right.
Correct.
Where they lived together.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Curtis Davis, his former best friend, will be one of the witnesses. Curtis Davis cast doubt on Jimmy Fennell's timeline during the CNN broadcast. In addition to the Davis reveal is the affidavit stacked next to it regarding the time of death from 3 of the country's leading forensic experts. The time of death is important because the prosecution hung their argument around the assumption that Rodney murdered her on her way to work. The evidence surrounding Rodney Reed's innocence is overwhelming. Danny and I will make every effort to attend this hearing and wish nothing but luck to Rodney and his family and friends.
What about the DNA? Still not?
No.
Still
No.
not? No
No.
hearing set for that yet?
No.
Dang it.
No.
How, you know, if you're not going to test the DNA on the murder weapon,
Right.
what kind of case have you got?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you doing?
There's quite a few guys like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on another note, we also hope to attend Paul Story's hearing on October the 20th in Tarrant County. We're going to try our best to make that. It's going to be like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's also on prison show day, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out with being in Fort Worth and being back here for the show.
You can call in if you have to.
But we're gonna make it. We're gonna be there. So anyway, that's all I've got tonight, guys.
Well, ladies, That's more than a mouthful.
Right.
Wow. All right. So thank y'all so much for coming in and doing that. We've got Daniel. We don't have Daniel's recording?
Look at the time.
Well, okay. All right. Well, we're ready to go into the break song then.
So you got out? Yeah, I got out. I was I was happy to be out, but then I was scared. Scared of what? I was afraid to cross the street, and I was afraid to go places, eat in restaurants. I kept thinking that everybody was looking at me. Everybody kept staring at me. And I found that most of the people that I had seen on the corner, you know, that had been in prison with me and that had been out for a while, they all had, you know, new cars and new clothes and things like that, and I didn't have those things, and I felt the only way I could get them was to steal. So, you know, I started stealing to try to keep up with my friends, you know, and ended up back in prison.
Open the gates up, hey, Screw, did you miss me? Jimmy, I see that you found a new friend.
I was wondering if I didn't.
Warden, come down here and kiss me hello, 'cause I'm back home in Huntsville again. This suit that I'm wearing costs $200, but I got it free with a $3 knife. I got tailor-made shirts with them long pointy collars, and all it's gonna cost is 10 years of my life. So open the gates up, hey, Screw, did you miss me? Jimmy, I see that you found a new friend. Warden, come down here and kiss me hello, 'cause I'm back home in Huntsville again. I've been rousted and turned out at 3 in the morning. I've been roughed up and shook down and stood on my ear.
Electro Love 2017 is back. Even Hurricane Harvey can't keep KPFT down for long. This KPFT benefit show is scheduled for Saturday, October 14th at Last Concert Cafe. Gates are at 6 p.m. and music begins at 6:30. Stay the night to dance, twirl, hula hoop, and just get funky for KPFT. Hear Premium Blend, Junkin' the Funk, Mojo Modular Johnson, part of the Complete Breakfast, and Showstoppers Pot Roast. All this fine entertainment is to benefit KPFT, so come on out to Last Concert Cafe at 1403 Nance in Houston and enjoy the funk on Saturday, October 14th at 6 p.m. for Electro Love 2017. KPFT, Houston. Oh, that's mine.
After receiving an overwhelming number of inquiries from citizens and corporations who would like to help, Mayor Sylvester Turner and County Judge Ed Emmett have established the Hurricane Harvey Relief Fund. Because of the immense need in and around Houston, this fund is dedicated to filling the gaps that are not met by other local and federal efforts. Currently, over $34 million have been raised to support immediate and long-term relief efforts in Houston and Harris County. The fund is administered by the Greater Houston Community Foundation. Make your tax-deductible donation and find more information at ghcf.org. KPFT Houston.
Remember the ID.
KPFT, Houston. Okay, we want to thank Soul Sisters Unlock and Sell Doors made a nice pledge. We want to thank y'all so much for that. Folks, 713-526-4000. We got a few $100s to go. And we need to get there. That's how we stay on the air. It's how KPFT stays on the air. KPFT goes, we goes. I don't know how else you can say it. And,
There's no other way to say it.
when the money runs out, they run us out. I mean, it's a matter of making pledges. And it doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what you're doing. Your $2, your $5, your $500, your $5,000, your $40, whatever it is. And for $25, you can become a voting member of KPFT so that when we have elections, you get to vote on who goes onto our local station board. And Lord knows we need help in that area.
Yes, we do.
A tremendous amount of help is needed there because let me just say because if I go into the details, it's going to be long and nasty. However, I spent years on it and couldn't fight my way out of it. I'm done with it. But you can help change that by becoming a $25 member or $40 and become a member. Or you become a member at anything over $25. 713-526-4000. Now we've got our first caller, Billy in the UK. Billy.
What's happening, guys?
Hey, what's happening?
We're good.
Let me guess, you're $1 million, right?
I'm like $1 million every day. People are sick of hearing me say it, and other people call to hear me say it. So I don't know what to do about it.
Well, I suggest you just
carry on.
You know what?
I'm just going to carry on. How about
carry on, man.
Yep.
Nah, it's all good. All right, this is for Big Will down in Polanski. Love you like 9,000, mate. Right, listen. The stuff what's been going on, we've been there before, and we can get through it. So just keep going, and everything's going to be good. And I love you like 9,000, and I've got to go with that.
All right.
Yeah, that was
well, we lost you there. I assume you finished saying what you needed to say. Amen to all of it. Well, let's go to our next Hank from Wisconsin.
Okay.
How you doing?
Hey, Hank.
Hank, are you there? It may be our deal. Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I think I hear a lady there. What's going on?
Yeah. I nodded out waiting.
Well, that's all right. It's late up there, just like it is here.
Had me a long week, and I'm ready to get on into the bed. Already in bed, really.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. I just wanted to call.
Didn't mean to tip your hand.
I was thinking about them, but I hadn't forgot about them. And everything's good out here. Y'all take care, and thanks for doing what you do.
All right, Hank. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's true, Blue. Get out and keep calling every week.
That's right.
I love it.
Blanco,
calling for Hightower.
Yes, I just wanted to give a shout out to my husband, Michael Anthony Gomez, just to let him know that I love him and I miss him, and for him to keep his head up, and we're going to get through this battle no matter what we face.
All right. Well, thank you, Blanco. You have a good evening.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Janie from Houston, you are on the air.
Hi, this message is going out to Jeremy at Polanski. I got a couple of letters from you on Monday. It went up to the 28th, and then today I actually got your weekend letter and all that. I did read your Bible verses and so forth. So, you were asking about some shoes, and yes, I got all your shoes. We don't have to worry about that. And you were asking about the storm, that why did I have to get rid of everything during the storm? The reason is because I live out in the country, and so when the storm came, the septic water came in, which is sewer water. So there was sewer water all over the furniture and clothes. That's the reason why I had to get rid of everything, because you can't keep any of that with sewer water. But I'm still waiting for FEMA to tell me something and all that. So other than that, I'm okay. But I do have, I'll write you, but I do have a message for Cousin Jacob, too, so I'm going to go ahead and give it out now. I talked to your wife and everything, and she was really upset. I'm not sure what's going on. Supposedly you put your ex on the visiting list, And I thought maybe she was lying at first, but I did check it out, and your ex is on your visiting list. And supposedly they're supposed to go see you this weekend. So your wife was really upset about that, even after me talking to her and so forth. But she was upset, so she said she wrote you a letter and told you some do's and don'ts and all that. So you must have got that by now. But she says you better not accept no visits at all from anybody. But other than that, everybody's okay. But I will call you next week. Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got another pledge, and we want to give a great big thank you to Adriana, who's made a pledge in honor of Larry Wayne Guerrero. Thank you so much. Folks, we just need a little more as we go. And 713-526-4000, we're close as we can get. Let me put it that way.
Thank you. Okay, Georgiana from the UK.
Georgina.
Georgiana. I'm sorry.
Hello. That's okay. That's all right.
Well, we appreciate the call, George.
Yes, George.
There you
Ina.
go. Thanks.
What's going on?
Oh, everything's good, thank you. Yeah, good. It's, and this is a shout out for William Irvin in Polensky unit. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So, hi, Will. Today went well. It was great. We had sun all day. We had rain. Well, it seems like forever. But today the sun shone all day. And this is, I'm talking about, the golf tournament that I was organising. And we had all the teams turn up, and everyone had a great day. It was a great vibe since last year. And I was just so glad it's over. It's such a stress to me. And it's the last big event of the year for me, so that's great. Anyway, I was thinking of you loads, especially last night when we've had this massive, massive moon. It's like a full moon and like a harvest moon. It's just incredible to see. And then this morning, when I was driving off, because I had to be at the golf club really, really early, I was driving into the sun, which was, again, like really big and low because it was early. And then as I went round the roundabout to turn, I looked behind me, and I could still see the moon. The moon was still visible in the sky in the opposite direction, really big still. And it was like, that's mad. So I just thought of you because we talk about being able to see the moon and or not, as the case may be, because, your situation. Anyway, thinking of you loads and love you loads. What else has been happening? Oh, that guy that you're listening to, you could Robbie Zachariah? It's Ravi Zachariah. It took me ages to find him. But I listened to some stuff, and he's an Indian guy, actually, originally, I think. But he lives in Georgia. So I think that he does this stuff in Cambridge and all over the world. So that website that you said, I did find that, and that looks really interesting. What else? I didn't get any letter today or yesterday. I'm too tired to think about numbers because it's just gone 4 o'clock in the morning, and so I don't know. I just got letters and they were nice. Anyway, I think that's about it. I'm just mumbling now. But love you ladies. It's only a couple of weeks before I see you, so it's going to be great. All right, lovely. God bless you, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, we need everybody to hold it to 2 minutes, please.
Okay, Jan from Corpus Christi, you are on the air.
Hi, this is Jan, and I want to say, first of all, to tend to my
Don't forget to recite the phone number.
the row. I want to shout out to them first, to Juan Raul Ramirez, Bill Cobble, David L. Wood, Rodolfo Medrano, Brett Brewer, Robert Lee Wood, Joey Garcia, Chong Tong, Geronimo Gutierrez, and David Renteria, a.k.a. Furball. First of all, guys, I have your letters in my hand right here. I've written each one of you. They'll go in the mail tomorrow. And then I'd also like, of course, to send a wonderful shout-out to my godson, John Henry Ramirez. John, it was so good to visit with you last time. I really, really enjoyed it, even though it was on a Saturday night, and that's for only the second time I've ever done that, and then had to drive back to Corpus Christi after we got out. But we got home just fine. And, John, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but you're not going to get a visit tomorrow night after all. So I know this is going to be a week that you didn't get a visit. But what happened was, what your mom said is that your brother and his wife had a new baby. And so they had a little boy, and that Alex had to chose to take off time when the baby was born. So he does not have another day to take off to come see you until the first week of November. So they will be there. Your mom said she and Alex would be there the first week of November. We'll talk about that later. Joyce and I will be there the last week of October, and Karen will be there next week. So anyway, I just wanted to say I love you, John, my godson. It was great to visit with you, and I will talk to you later. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Jan. Okay, guys, I wanted to remind everyone that we need the support over here. Any amount is fine, whatever you can afford, 5, 10, 15. The number here is 713-526-4000. Again, 713-526-4000. KPFT and the Prison Show depends on any amount, any donation. So give us a call, 713-526-4000. Michael from Tyler, you are on the air.
Hey, how you guys doing?
We are doing great, or as Hank says, like $1 million.
First off, thank you guys for what you do. I was at the Luther unit and have been out about a year now. And we're listening to you guys just about every week, so I really appreciate it. But I want to say hello to all the guys at the Luther unit.
When you're talking on the mic, please talk into it, not to the side, okay? See what you do when you... Hello, how are you?
Writing is being very busy, so I apologize. I've got a couple things coming your way. Same thing with Adam.
See how my mic is? That's the way I want you to talk into it, okay?
Blaze and Greg Franklin. Don't lose all your money betting this weekend. That's if you want a sure thing, go for the Astros winning Game 3 on Sunday. So everything's going good out here. Life is good, man. I'm working 50 hours a week, staying busy. There's several Orthodox guys at the Luther unit that I don't know and haven't met, and they came along after me, but just know that you guys are in my prayers.
Whenever you got it
We
going
had
up
a
like
high
that,
full divine liturgy. The Archbishop came to the OCA parish here in Tyler 2 weeks ago, and it was just amazing. There's not a single liturgy or vesper service that I'm in that I don't think about Coach in Utah and the Orthodox guys down there at Luther. There's not a single service I go to that I don't think, man, this is amazing, and I know these guys would love to be here, so you're in my thoughts and prayers. And just wanted to say hello to everybody. Since I haven't been in contact as good as I should, so that's about all I've got, and thank you guys again at the Prison Show. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much. All right,
Okay.
Our next caller
is Sandy from Texarkana. You're on
Yes,
there.
thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to shout out to Jedediah Murphy at the Polunsky unit. And I just want to tell you that I received the birthday card, and I thank you for it. Oh, and I think about you all the time. I love you so much, and I'll be so glad when I can see you. Write me soon, and I'll get that in the mail tomorrow. So have a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.
have a great weekend.
Okay, Diana from Houston.
Hi,
Hey, Diane.
I hope you are doing well.
Great. Like $1 million every day. You know the drill.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's Diana, and I'm calling for the Polonsky unit to my son, Johnny Mendez. And I got your letter today, mijo. I just finished reading it. I just got home. Me and Joey, we went to a friend's little birthday party, and it was sitting on the table. Still checked the mail, and I got it tonight, and I just read it. And just know I tell you that I love you. I love you so, so, so much. And I hope that you're listening tonight. And I hope that y'all get off lockdown soon. And I will, me, Junior, and Zoe will be there to see you on Sunday. It's a possibility we may go tomorrow, so just be ready. But if we don't make it tomorrow, for sure, God willing, we'll be there on Sunday early, okay? So just know that I love you, and I hope that you're listening. I love you so much, and I wish you would have been able to go to commissary before they did the lockdown. But, I know. So it's okay. We're powerless over some of these things, So just know I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I JPayed you. I hope you got my JPay. And I'll see you on Sunday, mijo. And I'll tell you more about Jesse. They did approve his parole, and I'll tell you more on Sunday when we see you. Okay? God bless you. I love you so much, so much, so much. And I pray for you every single day. And I've been thinking about you all day. And I love you. Okay. I'll see y'all later, guys, and hope you have a safe trip home. I'll see you this weekend, mijo. God bless you. I love you so much. Bye-bye.
When are we going to see you up here again?
I don't know. Maybe, hopefully, maybe next weekend.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Anytime. You're always welcome. Always.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. Have a good night. Have
All right.
a safe
You
drive.
too.
You
Thanks
too.
for
Have a
everything
great
you're doing.
weekend.
Okay.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bella from North Carolina, you are on the air.
Thank you, ma'am. Hey, Jedediah. Hey, baby, I love you. And Sandy, if you're still listening, Jedediah already has you on his visitors list, so you can go see him. And he said to let you know that if you come Monday to Friday, you won't have to schedule it. You can just show up. But if you want to visit him on Saturday, he said you'll have to call in and schedule it. And on Saturdays, you can visit either at 5:30 or 7:30. And Jedediah said to tell you he doesn't mind which time you come. It's just whatever's easiest for you. And he's looking forward to seeing you. So, baby, our little one, as usual, is having a sleepover. And then they're all going to go to the Fall Festival tomorrow. So we're all excited and looking forward to it. And I'm excited because she's on fall break now. So I'm not going into work next week until Thursday. And we're just going to hang out and sleep in and have a good week. And I just wanted to tell you I miss you, that I'll be back soon, and we'll have a good time again, okay? So take care and stay safe for me. I love you, Jedediah. Night, night, and sweet dreams.
Well, shoot, that's it. I'm not going in till next Thursday either.
Works for me.
All righty.
Okay, y'all have a good night.
Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Judy from Florida, you are on the air.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Rodney, Reed. Happy date night. Hope you're feeling better. I heard from Quincy that he was there today, and he relayed that you have finally started feeling better today. So I'm glad that at least it only stayed with you a couple days. Please rest this weekend. I miss you, and what I wouldn't do to be able to travel back in time. Well, I don't want to do anything crazy. I'd just like to travel maybe back to last week at this time. That would be awesome. I'm picking up Mom from the airport tomorrow. She's ready to come home. All is good here. Kaylee's going on a cruise next week, just to the Bahamas for 4 days for a bachelorette party. Megan from her volleyball team in college is getting married, so they're going on a cruise. Hopefully the weather will be all okay. Thanks for an incredible 4x4. I have drawn on it a lot the last couple of days, and I am sure I will draw on it a lot next week. Good luck on Tuesday. I'm praying for you, the attorneys, the judge, that the truth is finally heard and that justice is served. Praying that this is the beginning of getting you out of there. I know you will have a ton of supporters and family there. Please know that I'm there in spirit, sending you lots of good thoughts, strength, and love. I'll be getting updates hopefully from Shelley daily. I know you will update whenever you can, and I hope it's often. I love you. Stay strong. Keep the faith. continue to hope and dream. Our dreams are alive and well. Thinking of you and praying for you. 56766. Sending you lots of hugs and kisses. Sweet, sweet dreams. Good luck, baby. I'll be thinking about you. Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
You too.
You too.
And good night.
Good night. Guadalupe from Mexico City, you are on the air.
Hola, buenas noches. Hola, saludos a John Ramírez. Hola, hijo, te mando muchos saludos y abrazos de aquí de México. Esperando que te encuentres bien y que hayas tenido una buena semana y que tengas un buen fin de semana con mis mejores deseos, hijo. Espero también que hayas recibido mi carta y también te quiero decir que recibí una carta para Melissa hoy. Acabamos de recibir. Y pues lo único que te puedo decir es que le eche muchas ganas, hijo, y que no se desespere, que siga adelante, ¿verdad? Y que recuerde que lo queremos mucho, ¿verdad? Y aquí le voy a poner a Melissa para que lo salude, ¿verdad? Para que lo salude a la verla también, a la chiflada, ahorita. Gracias.
Hey, John, buenas noches. Espero que hayas tenido una buena semana, que le estés echando ganas. Recibí la carta que me mandaste, más bien eran tus regaños, pero los recibí. No todo lo que tú piensas, y solo voy a estar escribiendo un texto para aclararte las cosas. Que tenemos, te paso ahora para que te saludes. Hola, soy Ana. Hola, tío. Que estés bien. Thank you, man.
All right, y'all have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Adriana from Houston, you are on the air.
Hi, I just want to say I love you, Larry Wayne Guerrero. I will see you first thing in the morning. We're going to talk this whole thing out and get that hard-headedness out of your system. Thank you guys for doing a great show and for giving us this opportunity to speak to our loved ones. And I guess that's it. Love you, Larry. Bye-bye.
We want to thank you, too.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Amen. Thank you. Okay. Oh, Miss Nancy, how you doing?
Oh, I'm all right, and I know you're as good as $1 million.
Every day.
You missed the opportunity to pitch.
Thank you. Hello, Daniel. This is Mama, and I love you with all my heart. And as always, I'm glad to be giving you this shout out. And I was very happy to get a letter from you earlier this week. And after sending you one back, I mailed you another letter today. And I sure do hope to get one from you tomorrow. And I'm enjoying being at the house tonight, and so is Dobie. And earlier today on the phone, your Aunt Ella told me to tell you that she loves you, and Sherry always wants and expects me to send her love to you. And we both very well know Dorcas loves you. In fact, I'm sure all of her family would like for me to wish you a happy birthday coming up this next Monday. And so I do wish you a very happy birthday this coming Monday. And I think maybe by now you've received the pictures and cards and letters that I've sent to you at different times lately. I sure hope so, because I think you have. And we will keep each other in our prayers. And I will say good night for now. And I love you with all my heart. And I will talk to you next time. And thank you all, everyone on KPFT. And have a good weekend.
You too. We thank you so much. You know, we love it when you call in. Everybody up here, we get a kick out of it. We love it. So thank you.
I'm glad.
Well, we do. We just think it's the nicest, sweetest thing we can think of. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you. It makes me feel so special.
Well, I'm glad. That's great. I wish everybody that called in felt that special. So.
All right.
All right.
Thank you,
Well,
Miss
have a great
Nancy.
weekend.
Bye-bye.
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 And that's true. We wish everybody that called in felt just as special. We love all the callers. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to be keeping count of them, kind
Yes,
of
you
keeping
are,
track
man.
of this, and I've slipped up a little here. I probably missing about 2 or 3 calls that I should have marked down. But you can call us and make a pledge, which is how you keep us on the air and the rest of this station, because all the money goes into the pot that pays the same bills. It's not like any of us get a paycheck. Matter of fact, I don't ever recall even seeing a paycheck around here, even for the staff. That's how seldom and how slim and small they are. But we don't get it. Everybody here on the Prison Show is a volunteer. So the money goes to, fix the toilet or fix the buzzer on the front door or pay the electric bill or the water bill so we can flush that deadgum toilet. And I wasn't kidding. I've unclogged that thing myself, Look, I take the trash out and do all this other. So does everybody else around here, really. And then we answer phones and pitch for other shows and everything else and special events and all this other kind of mess just to keep this thing going because it's important. Some of the shows on this station are not really replaceable.
No, they're
and
not.
no other station in town is going to do it.
I don't know any other station where you can.
There's no other station with World Music Express. There's no other station with Politics Done Right. There's no other station with The Prison Show. So we've got to have you call in and make a pledge of support to this station in any amount. We're not too proud to beg either.
No,
You're
we're
gonna
not.
find that out. I'm on here begging right now. Let's keep
this
this
is the only
thing.
station that Dean Becker's going to be coming on after the Prison Show too.
And he's going to need pledges too.
Cultural baggage right after the Prison Show.
Yep. And does Dean go back to the regular 5738 number?
I think he'll probably keep it in here because Mike's going to be in here helping him tonight.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
That way he can take some pledges.
All right, so 713-526-4000 will take you through the rest of our program and right on into Dean Becker.
No, I think Mike's going to be here, so he'll be on the 573.
Okay.
He'll take him right here in the studio.
Okay, so they'll update you on that when they get in here, but he's going to need pledges too. We still need them. They still need them.
But right now, 713-526-4000.
That's
I
us.
posted all those pictures on the Facebook page.
Okay.
So we've got pictures from how many different people, Danny?
4 different ones here on the list.
Yeah, but we've got like 20 different pictures out here.
Yeah, it's inmate art, folks. And, oddly enough, it may surprise you to know there's a market for inmate art. So you may be buying something collectible at a real reasonable price.
Whenever I was in the craft shop, they always made sure that I put authentic inmate art with my TDCJ number on it.
See?
So, I mean, that's a
And who do we have here?
genre.
She's got the list right here.
We have William Spear, Franklin Davis, Stephen Long, and Rolando Ruiz, who was executed.
passed away.
Yeah, he was executed earlier. But we have that art, and we have pictures on the website.
Folks, you need to be activists, just like some of the folks here at the station are, because we're sick and tired of executions.
Yes,
We're sick and tired of getting letters after a guy passes and he's got a message in it and we read it on the air, and we're sick and tired of people having to go up and visit death row, and the only way that's ever going to end is everybody getting involved.
And it means so much to us that you guys call in repeatedly, because we lobbied for the phones because the guys didn't have phones, and so we took a bunch of recordings of y'all calling in and showed the TDCJ that they needed to have phones for everybody. And so we kind of thought we were working ourselves out of a job, but it was the right thing to do. And now look at the phones. They're all lit up, you guys calling in. So we know that we're doing a service for you. So if we really mean something to you, we don't care. Let's say you got $1 a week. That's $52. Call in and pledge $1 a week at 713-526-4000. And we'd really appreciate it.
You don't realize how much a steady pledge like that does for this station, because it's one thing. We come to you 4 times a year, but you can't pay your bills quarterly. You got to pay them on a monthly basis.
Yes, you
And so that's why these sustainer type pledges like that are so critically important to us. 713-526-4000. Let's go back to the calls.
Okay. We have Becky from Brownsville. You are on the air.
Hi, this is for John Ramirez. John, hope you're doing good. Hope to find you in the best of spirits. I haven't heard from you, so I'm a little bit worried. No sé si cuando te vas a escribir, got your last letter like 2 weeks ago. Ya te mandé una letter, también te mandé una letter que te mandó mi mom. we're doing good. The kids are doing good. Work's good. There's a lot of things going on, but everything is good. We love you. We miss you. I know things no han salido como has querido, como hemos planeado que salieran, pero it's, sorry about that. Las nos escribes, ¿no? Y te queremos mucho. Bye.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Fellas, catch up on your mail.
Yeah.
It's important, too.
Okay, and now we have Lydia from McAllen. You are on the air.
Yes, hi. Hello. I was calling to let you know that I sent you a JPay this afternoon. Hopefully you'll get it Monday. And I am feeling lots better, and pray you are also, Poppy. And we did receive some much-needed rain here in the Rio Grande Valley. And there's a gorgeous moon out there, Poppy, tonight. And it's been out there for like 2 days, I think, 2 or 3 days. And we're going to be going to Palm Fest tomorrow with the McAllen Civic Center. And I'm going to try and make time to buy me a dress for that quinceañera, which is next weekend. It's already coming up. And I have a message for you. I'm going to play it. Hopefully you can hear it. Okay? Here it goes.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to play a message.
Hola, Humberto. Aquí te tengo a alguien que te quiere agradecer por algo, por el regalo que tú le mandaste.
Okay, that was a message. And I hope that brings some joy to you, Papi, okay? And I love you, and I miss you, Papacito. I'll see you towards the end of the month. And probably on the 28th, okay? And my saludos to the guys, Big Lou, Rudy, Jeff, Rod, Joey, Walter Thomas, Artie, Ruben, Eric, and Blaine. Know that you all are thought of, okay? And I thank you very much, and I gave my information to the young lady that took the call. Thank you very much for being there for us. Okay, good night, Puppy. I love you. Adios.
Thank you so much, Lydia.
Thank you,
Bye.
Lydia. Okay, Dana from Honolulu, you are on the air.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shout out to my husband, Jacob Blackman in Polanski. I just wanted to let you know, baby, that we're doing okay. Hopefully that your lockdown will end soon. I did get your JPay today. I got the ring. I know you got that JPay, and it's beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. The boys are at the football game right now, so I have to go over there and check to make sure they're not getting into any trouble. So I hope you're listening, and I just wanted to let you know that I was thinking about you, and I love you very much. Thank you guys for everything again.
Well, you know, you're the first call we've had from Hawaii in a long time.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I can imagine.
I'll bet it's been a year. I'll bet it's been a year. Anyway, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you. All right, thank you guys.
I hope nobody's getting in trouble.
Have a good night.
Y'all too.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, we're going to go to Mysterious Mike here, but I want to remind everybody, you can go on the Facebook page and A, see the show live on Facebook Live, and B, you can look at the pictures of the art that David's posted up there, and you can, I assume you can Facebook message and make an offer on something if you see a piece you are interested in. Meanwhile, Mysterious Mike.
Hello, everybody. This is Mysterious Mike for the Historic Prison Show. I'd like to do some shout-outs here to the guys of Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Cuppett, Dennis Hope, Stephen Russell, Yovan in Spring Branch, Philip in Dallas, K-Money in Houston, Philip Perez here in Houston. Carla Rivera wants me to do a shout-out to Alex Molina at the Telford Unit, Tasha wants me to do a shout out to Rita Estrada and Payday. Shout out to Michael Marino and Manuel Marino at the Eastham and Estelle unit. Bonton Mickey here in Houston. DJ Matt, DJ Doc, DJ Oz, Thomas, Frank Klepper at the Gore unit, Haas, Danger, Lucky, Jive, and Jimmy. Like to do a shout out to Michael S. Garcia at the Ferguson unit, F. Bernard at the Darrington unit, Howard S. Pruitt Sr. at the Polunsky unit, Jose Herrera, Edward Ruiz at the Carol Vance unit, Barry Barrett at the Gorey unit. I'd like to do some shout-outs to Clarence Lee Bowman. Congratulations on getting out. Christopher Dye at the Darrington unit, Bill R. Sims at the Wynn unit, Abel R. Ochoa at the Polunsky unit, Edward Darrell Harmon at the Polunsky unit, John R. Green at the Terrell unit, Robert L. Allen at the Darrington unit, Mark Holloway at the Luther unit, Wayman Spriggs at the Polunsky unit, Thomas Ramirez at the Polunsky unit, Adam Wilkerson at the Luther unit, Robert Satillo at the Wynn unit, K.D. Keble at the Polunsky unit. Also like to do a shout out to Michelle Bateman in Houston, Texas. And now y'all can continue writing me at 419 Lovett Boulevard, Houston, Texas 77006. And this is Mysterious Mike for the Historic Prison Show. Now back to the host.
Well, thank you for doing that, Mike. And where are we on calls?
Well, we have a few. I wanted to give David Collingsworth's address real quick.
There we go.
Just wanted to remind the guys, send your mail right now to David Collingsworth at his home address, 9902 Brommel, Bromel Station Street, Houston, Texas 77070. Again, that's 9902 Brommel, Bromel Station Street, Houston, Texas 77070.
And that's a good idea. If you feel like maybe your mail hasn't been getting through or something, we've had issues up here with the mail from time to time. So, and I know y'all do too, but if you feel like it's not getting through to us, use that address. And if you're not having any trouble and you're getting your mail answered and all that, you can still write us at 419 Lovett, Lovett, Houston, Texas 77006. That's the one you know, so I'm not going to repeat that again.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to go back to the calls. Donna in New Jersey, you are on the air, and thank you for the donation.
Oh, no problem. My pleasure.
Now.
Glad to be able to help out. Hope everybody's doing good. Hey, Talon, it's me. Don't have too much to report on because I sent you a bunch of JPs, and I just sent you an envelope today. It wasn't really a letter. It was just some information. But everything is great on my end, actually. I had been working with a couple of affirmations that have really already shown themselves to be powerful. And the one that I'm really, really, really attached to and I wanted to share with you is very simple, and you can remember it very easily. And it is simply that I always have everything I need. The universe takes good care of me. And the more that I embrace that philosophy and the more that I create that reality, the realer it is. So I know that that is something that you will find equally powerful and enlightening. And other than that, everything is everything. It was super cloudy, so I didn't get to see any moon last night, so you know I'm, like, really upset about that. But she'll be back in, like, 27 days or whatever. And it's cloudy again tonight, so I can't even see anything tonight. But it's still there, and it's all cool. And people have been going crazy with the energy, like fighting and just aggressive. It was an Aries moon, so people are, like, in your face and aggressive, and friends are bickering for no reason. And it doesn't involve me because none of that stuff exists in my universe because I'm just a lone traveler. But anyway, that's all I got for now. And I sent you some money, even though I know you don't like when I do that, but what you going to do about it? So, keep an eye on that. It makes me feel better as one less thing I have to worry about. And it comes back many times over, so whatever. But yeah, so just look for that whenever it comes. I don't know how long it takes. But I love you, and I miss you, and I will talk to you soon. I didn't get anything from you since the card. So the big envelope, I didn't get that yet. Maybe tomorrow, whatever. But when it gets here, I'll let you know. All right, have a good weekend. Be peaceful and be powerful. And I love you. Bye. Good night, y'all.
Good night, Donna. Have a good one.
You too.
Okay, Alma from Houston, you are on the air.
Hi, I just want to make a shout out for my dad in Pulaski Unit and Jose Pablo Lopez. Just want to let you know that, yes, I'm doing your lyrics. I'm halfway through, so once I'm done, I hope I finish by Sunday, if I can send them out Monday. The magazines, I have to call tomorrow because I've done it, and I doubt that you have received them, so I'll call tomorrow and see where that's at.
Good.
And I'm not too sure who's going this weekend. Junior and Ashley said they were going to go, but I don't know. Hopefully someone does show up. Jay didn't get chemo today, so hopefully she may have the flu, so hopefully by Monday when she goes to the doctor, she'll feel better. If she does get chemo, we may go see you in a week or two. So I'll let you know. I'll write you a JPay letter. All right. Well, I love you, Dad. Good night. Thank you, guys.
You're very welcome.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, Cap from Houston, you are on the air.
Hey, Kat. Hello, Kat.
Hello?
Yes, you're on.
Oh, well, this is Jessica. You guys got the wrong name.
Aha.
It's okay. Jessica from Houston calling for George in Darrington Unit, and also Christopher in the PAC Unit. These two are my brother-in-laws, and we're just shouting them out, letting both of you guys know that we love you, thinking of you, missing both of you. Shout out to the men at Southwestern Baptist Seminary there at Darrington Unit. Special shout out to the seniors, class of 2018. I know you guys are super busy. You guys got so much work to do. Keep up the good work. Shout out to Michael Cantu, Michael Green, Pierre, James Bowman. Also, I want to just send a shout out to Joe, the very talented Joe. Thank you for the board. We got it. Don't let George be too hard on you. The most he's ever drawn for us is a smiley face. But we love it. Thank you so much. You put a lot of thought, a lot of time into that. We appreciate you. I was able to take a picture of that and send you a photo of your artwork. Just letting George know that we love him, we miss him. George's mom has confirmed that she's going to come and see you this weekend, either Saturday, tomorrow, or Sunday. She'll be coming down there to come see you, bro. Aaron's ID is expired, so is your sister Esme, but I'm sure they'll get that taken care of pretty soon so that they can see you. Your brother Aaron had another successful night there at the boys' home. Let me just let him say a couple.
Thank you so much for the Prison Radio Show. Love you, bro. Chris, if you're listening, just want to shout you out. Roger, if you're out there, you listening, Roger Segala, just love you, cuz. Shout all of you out. And at the UVA, we've spent a long time with her there tonight, and just God constantly saving souls and blessing these young men, hearing these testimonies from these young men out there at the UVA. I love to have y'all, my brothers, when they come home, come share testimony with these young men and warn them about, the path that they're going down. All right. Thank you, Prison Radio Show. Love y'all.
All right.
Good night.
Y'all have a great weekend.
Thank you, sir. You too.
All right. Good night. Okay, Danny's going to do a quick shout out here.
Yeah.
I think quick. I don't know.
Yeah, quickie. I'm going to do Wanted to say hello to and say I got some cards this week from Dennis Hope. Thank you. Got that. Brian Davis, thank you very much. And Fidencio Valdez, got that taken care of. And Billy Wardlow, see you tomorrow night. Thanks, Hank.
All right. Well, thank you. Actually, I trained her tonight how to use the new system that we're using to enter these pledges into the computer. And
old school.
It's I know.
Old school.
I know. But for us, it's new. Around here, that's new. Yeah. So anyway, she's going to go out and put in some of these pledges for us so that they'll be entered into the system and the station will be aware of what's going on with them. So thank you so much for the pledges already. Also, go on to the Facebook page and see The Art of Will Spear, Franklin Davis, Rolando Ruiz.
Yes.
And Stephen Long. And you Facebook message us if you got an interest and want to put a bid in on one of them, and I'm sure if it's reasonable, I'm sure we'll take it,
Yes, we will. Yes.
All right. And
Thanks,
then
guys.
we want you to not stop calling 713-526-4000 with your pledges. And let me see, where are we here? Let me look down. Oh, Julie from Florida. How you doing, Julie?
Yeah, hey, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks so much for taking my call. I'm so glad I got through, and I was told about the fund drive. I didn't know what was going on, so I'll get to that this weekend.
Okay, great.
Hey, Rodney, how are you doing? I hope you're doing super fabulous. I'm sitting here hanging out with Jared.
Hey, Rodney.
We just got back from having some adult beverages with friends, Brooke, Kathy, Ed. Sarah's birthday today, so just hanging out doing that, thinking about you a lot, and chatting with everybody possible to make sure we're all ready for your big event this week. So I know you're anxious. I know you're excited. I know everything will be super positive. Actually, somebody special on the line here to say hello to you.
Hey, Rodney, it's Shauna from Texas. I'm sending you good thoughts and prayers and good energy, and I'm nothing but good things coming your way. I just know it.
All right, so I hope that you are happy and smiling. I'm so glad I got through, and we're going to go ahead and say goodbye because I know there's only a few more minutes left, and hopefully you freaking call me this week if you're able to do that. So $20, $40, whatever, call. We'll chat with you. An update would be super fabulous. So I love you. Thank you.
Love you, Rodney.
All right, take care, Rodney.
So Texas got so big it's spilling over into Florida now?
Yeah.
Well,
you know how it is.
yeah, I always figured those things were just a few counties over there in East Texas. So,
Yeah, pretty much.
all right, y'all have a great weekend.
All right, good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Rodney.
Night, Rodney.
And Miss Linda's in here. She's ready to do a shout out, I believe. All right, here, let me take another call while she gets herself together. Kathy in Fort Worth, how you doing?
Hi, this is Kathy. I am great, and I am so happy I got through. I'm so excited, and I really appreciate y'all doing this show. My shout-out is to Randy Strickland on Polunsky, and we're spoiled, and I miss his phone calls since they're on lockdown. But, Randy, I love you, and Alicia and I are supposed to carpool up there on Sunday. I got your boards in the mail. I put them on 4 websites. They're unbelievably awesome. There's so much talent just locked away. I don't know about your mom's surgery. I should have called, but I didn't even think I was going to get through. I'll try to call and have some news for you on Sunday. And I just miss you. I'm on a new business venture, and I'm taking care of another person, and somebody's husband with MS, and I'm just doing a lot of things. I've been really busy with work this week. I'm doing homework. I'm about to do homework to go to a seminar with my boss in the morning in Plano, and I miss you, and hugs and kisses, and I'm sending you all the prayers and positive energy that you always send me. Thank y'all so much.
You're very welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well. If it isn't no bikini weather herself.
A voice from the past, huh?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. You know, you don't let the you-know-what get you down, right?
That's right.
That's right. And I'm glad to talk to you guys again.
How are y'all doing?
I know we haven't got much time left. I am no longer with Tony. He found a new girlfriend shortly after he got out of prison.
Uh-oh.
And he's getting married to her, if he isn't already. And that was a rough one to get through, but, you know, we persevere, these women in this world.
Yes.
And 12 and a half years I waited for him, but, you know, what are you going to do? Life goes on. But I do want to say hello to Papa Rodriguez and Bullet. I don't know if you two are still there, but I know Willie and Rooster are still there, and Miller L. and Madden. Madden, I did get your letter, and I do appreciate you writing back to me. And I do appreciate all your good wishes, and I do take your everything to heart. And I did send back a letter to Bruce as well and to Willie. And you guys just take the very good care of yourselves. I love you all for your good wishes, and thank you. And I will adhere to all of what you said. So you just take care, and we will keep in touch in spite of everything. So I will think of you, and I will keep you in my prayers, and we will always be the best of friends and sisters in Christ. And God bless you all. I've missed talking to you. I hope you were able to stay on all this time to hear me. So I will keep trying to get on. I couldn't get my call or my readout to work, so I was pushing buttons left and right to get on tonight. So God bless you. I'll talk to you again hopefully next week. In the meantime, we will write or do something, then keep in touch. I'll talk to you later. Thanks, you guys. I'm glad I got on to say hello to you, too.
Linda, as always, you are a great and welcome caller.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we missed you.
Yeah. I
I missed you, too, so I'll call again.
Okay, please
Okay.
do. Please
Alrighty.
do.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Okay, we've got Shirley in Longview calling for the Polensky unit.
Hi, how are y'all?
Like $1 million every day.
Oh, yeah. Me too, I guess.
Good.
And I'm going to call and do a shout out to Blaine. Hey, Blaine, love and miss you. And I got a thing here to you from Kiera. She says, hey, big guy. Sorry she couldn't be on tonight, but she loves and misses you, and she will see you tomorrow night. And I love and miss you. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night, too. Okay? Hey, I got two others here, so hang on a minute.
Hey, boy. Long time no see. You know, I love you, and I miss you. I just want to let you know that I might not be able to come in and see you tomorrow, but I'll be right outside the door where you're at, right there in the parking lot, thinking of you. I love you. Yes, sir.
Hey, Blaine, I love and miss you, and I'm praying for you, and just keep your head held high. I miss you, and I'll see you soon. Love you. Okay, Blaine. You have sweet dreams, and everybody back there in that unit, y'all have sweet dreams, and y'all hold your heads up and prayers for everyone. Thank y'all.
Y'all have a great weekend.
Okay, thank you.
Clarence, we only got about 30 seconds for you, man. We run out of time. I'm sorry.
All right. I'm going to hire Clarence Brown, Wardell King, Curry, and the photo boys on Pulaski, man. Let them know I'm doing all right, man. I'm glad I got through to say hi to them because I told them I was going to be calling tonight. Y'all take care, man. I'll see y'all later.
I'm going to remember you tonight in my prayers, man.
All right, Hank.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
I said hello.
All right.
Him and Mysterious Mike.
Oh, yeah, he hears you. All right, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week, okay?
All right.
All right. Yeah, we just run right out of time here.
Yep.
I'd like to really thank everybody for calling in tonight, for pledging.
Y'all stood up good.
No, those of us that pledged here on staff, but you guys called in and you really supported us, and it really means a lot to us. You know, some of y'all that called in, you didn't have a lot of money, and you did exactly what we asked. You pledged by the week or by the month or whatever, and that really adds up. And I mean, it means so much to us. You know, I don't go around telling everybody how much money we make all the time, but I will let you know that we made our goal.
Yep.
And a lot of people on here on KPFT hadn't been making a goal. It really means a lot because you're digging down deep after Harvey and everything was going on. And I mean, we're all so set out by by Harvey and the hurricane. And it just means so much that you care for us that much that you helped us.
Texas strong, even for the prison.
So y'all
show.
stay tuned for Dean Becker, Cultural Baggage.
He's going to need some calls too, folks. We still got 25 calls, even with pitching.
Yeah, we did really good.
It was
really good show, man.
They killed it. They killed it.
So Dean's got